Welcome back to another daily code breakdown. Today we are solving the shortest and lexicographically smallest beautiful string. Here is the problem page. It's a little wordy, so let's break down exactly what it's asking us to do step by step. First, we need to extract a substring, which just means a continuous block of characters from our main string. Second, this substring must be what they call beautiful, which simply means it contains exactly k number of ones inside it. Third, out of all the possible beautiful substrings we find, we only care about finding the one that is the absolute shortest in length. And finally, if there is a tie, meaning we find multiple shortest strings of the exact same length, we pick the one that is lexicographically smaller, which is basically just alphabetical order but for numbers. Let's look at a quick example with a short string of 1011, and our goal is to find two ones. Scanning through, 101 has two ones, 011 also has two ones, but the piece 11 at the very end is the shortest of them all, so that's our winner. Just a quick heads up, I will be starting with Python, but I will show other languages at the end. Also, please ask any questions you have down in the comments and I will make sure to reply. Okay, so for our first approach, let's talk about enumeration, which is basically just brute force, where we check every possible valid length starting from the smallest possible size up to the largest. Since we are starting at the smallest length and slowly increasing it, the very first time we find a valid substring, we automatically know it has to be the shortest one. Here is the full code for that first approach. Let's chop it up and see how it works. We grab the length of our string, and then we create an outer loop that tests every possible length, starting at k and going all the way up. For whatever length we are currently testing, this inner loop slides across the string and extracts every single piece of that exact size. Then we just check, does this piece have the right amount of ones, and if so, is it alphabetically smaller than the best one we've found so far? If yes, we save it. That first approach works, but checking every single combination is slow, so our second approach uses a much smarter sliding window technique. Instead of guessing lengths, we just anchor the left side of our window and stretch the right side out until we collect exactly the amount of ones we need. Once we have enough ones, we try to shrink the window from the left side to make our substring as short as possible, without losing any of our required ones. And here is the code for the sliding window approach. Let's break down the tricky parts. We have an edge case right at the start. If the entire string doesn't even have k1s in total, it's impossible, so we just bail out and return an empty string right away. This while loop is the magic. It shrinks our left edge forward if we somehow collected too many ones, or, very importantly, if the character on the left edge is just a 0. Because dropping a leading 0 makes the string shorter without losing any ones. Finally, whenever our window holds exactly the right amount of ones, we check if this new window is shorter than our previous best, or if it's the same length but alphabetically smaller, and we update our answer if it is. To make this crystal clear, let's quickly trace how this window moves on our simple example. We start at the first character. Our window has one inside it, but we need two, so we keep expanding. We expand until we hit the next one. Now our window is 101. We have exactly two ones, and we can't shrink from the left because we'd lose our first one. This is our best answer so far. We expand right again to grab the final one. Now we have too many ones, so we have to shrink from the left, which leaves us with 011. But look, the left edge is a 0. Because leading zeros don't help us, our while loop chops that 0 off too, leaving us with just 1. This has two ones and a length of only 2, which beats our previous best, giving us the final answer. Looking at the complexity for this sliding window approach, it operates in order n squared time due to string slicing, and takes order n space. Before we look at the other languages, I want to mention I generated this video with AI to help me study faster, and I've slightly changed the visual format to be faster paced. Let me know in the comments if you prefer this style, and as always, no ads or sponsors here. Alright, as promised, here is the full sliding window solution translated into Java. Next up, here is the exact same logic written out in C++. And finally, here is the solution for JavaScript developers. So to wrap up, the big takeaway here is that sliding windows are great for variable lengths, and aggressively trimming useless leading data, like our zeros, is the key to finding the shortest possible answer. I have another channel called Leetcode Unlocked, where I'm trying to solve every single problem on the platform. If you want to support that massive goal, you can toss a coin at buymeaboba.com/LeetCodeDaily. Please like and subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one.